Hello, welcome back to my channel. During this video, I'm going to show you the process of me creating the reception painting. I've just been referring to it as the reception painting. I haven't gotten an actual title for it yet. If you have a suggestion for a title, I'd like to hear it. In my mind, I'm just calling it the reception painting, and I feel like that's so basic and plain. I know it has a nice vibe to it, and but I'm gonna talk about the painting just for a little bit, and then I'm gonna discuss how I stay motivated. So the reception painting wasn't really supposed to be something that I was creating for anything. I just wanted to do a study of light, and there's so many light sources in this painting, so many angles. So it's very black, white, and like browns. That's all that's happening in this painting. And the limited color palette allowed me to focus on just the lights and the shadows. And I think it's interesting. I'm not completely done with it. I'm gonna say it's like 95% done, but I just wanted to show you process, and I wanted to show you what I've been doing so far. Yeah, I think I showed the underpainting process like a couple of months ago, and then like didn't show you this painting at all after that. But in the center, there's a bride, and she's got this beautiful dress with all these little crystals on it. And her bridesmaid have like beige champagne colored gowns, and they're dancing around her. The guests are there. It looks like it's very black tie. I guess I decided on that, and it's just a vibe. The black wedding is just a vibe. Once the reception starts, the DJ pulls it up, it's on. It is on. I'm really happy about this painting. It just shows joy so beautifully. It's just a moment of absolute release. Like maybe everybody was stressed getting up to the wedding, and now it's time to just have absolute fun. I wrote down some notes about how I stay motivated, and motivation, it comes and it goes, especially with me. And I know sometimes online it makes me seem like I'm constantly motivated and constantly ready to go, and that's not the truth. But I do have some tips on how I stay motivated. Let's go. First of all, I'd like to remember why I create in the first place. I create for my community. Trenton, New Jersey is a beautiful art scene. I create for my culture and my people. I create for my mental health. I know my life and my mental health is so much better when I am creating versus not creating. I like to set small, realistic goals. Sometimes, I know I just did a video where I'm just like unrealistic goals, and those are like the big picture, wow, end game goals. But I don't just have those goals because that would feel so far-fetched, and so I can't reach those, and it would turn into a negative thing. So to get to those big goals, I set small, reasonable goals. Like today, I will start sketching this painting, or today I'm going to this art show. Today I'm going to email this person. Today I'm just going to apply for this grant. Like small, reasonable. But if you haven't seen the video for my unrealistic Delulu goals, the crazy goals, go watch that. I like to keep a visual journal, which is kind of like my version of a sketchbook, which is like sketches and doodles. Mostly it's like written words of like how I want something to turn out. Maybe I know the sketch right now wouldn't give it justice, but every idea I have for that sketch, I would jot down next to it and try to figure out the best way to explain it to myself. I like a creative journal, and it definitely helps keep the creativity flowing. So maybe I feel like, oh, I can't get the sketch right. I don't want to just like stop and give up on this concept. I do a visual journal to write everything with the concept, and then I move on, and then it's perfect. To stay motivated, I'd like to surround myself with art, and that's like art in every types of form and way. Like I like good music, I like good books, I like books about art, I like surrounding myself with art shows, museums. I have art all around my apartment. Sure, it's my art, but I have art everywhere. And I like surrounding myself with art. It's a constant reminder that it's cool. And honestly, if you want to, I don't suggest this. I don't suggest comparing yourself to other artists, not where you are versus where they are. But if you want to compare yourself to another artist, compare yourself to maybe an art career, or like if I wanted to compare myself to somebody, I compare myself to somebody of who I aspire to be, and then just compare where they were in their early career versus where I am in my early career. I wouldn't be like, well, they're doing it already, I'm not going to do it. But I would look, I'm telling you, I study people's CV. I'd be like, well, where were they at in the early stages? Where were they showing? I'm going to show there. I'm going to try to show there. Like, it just makes sense to me. I like to take breaks without guilt. I was supposed to have this video up Monday. My apartment kept losing power. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, then I'm not going to do anything. There's nothing much I can do. My phone wasn't charging. I couldn't charge my camera. So I was like, oh, we're taking a break, and I'm not going to feel bad about it. Breaks are okay. Every other job out there, you get a break. But even if I'm tired, step away. You know, you don't want to get burnt out. I like to rest, cook, clean, listen to music. Sometimes you just gotta step away. It's okay to recharge so you don't get burnt out. I like to connect with other artists. I have art friends who are on similar journeys as me, and then I've got art friends who are just starting out, and maybe I mentor them a little bit, give them a little guidance. And then I have people I'm talking to who are way further along in their career than I am. It's okay to talk to people and get suggestions and get motivation. I mentioned this already, I definitely like using music to set the mood. I have a salt and pepper painting coming up that I started. Well, I've got the sketch down for. And I know when I'm painting this, I'm gonna be listening to nothing but salt and pepper. I take me whenever I feel like it. It's a better threat. It's a promise from me to you and your sex life too. If you get another lover, I'll take him too. I already know where it's gonna be. It's gonna be a whole vibe in the studio. The energy is going to be high, and I think the painting is gonna go by real fast because of it. I like to stay grateful for the progress. I like to look back at my older content and be like, wow, I've really developed as an artist. And then I look forward and I think, if I'm here now, where will I be in 5 years? First of all, I'm always trying to make me proud. But I'm proud of myself then. I'm proud of myself now. And I think I'm going to be proud of myself in the future. Hi, Luna. I'm ignoring you. Oh no, you say hi. Okay. Yeah. I'm not okay. All right. You stay motivated to get more treats. Okay. I try to keep a routine. I used to try to create every day. Then I was like, that balance doesn't feel good for me. So now I just try to create something Monday through Friday, and then I take the weekend to be a parent and an adult, clean the apartment, reset for the next week. Even if I try to create something every day, even if I try to create something Monday through Friday, it doesn't have to be this big thing, paint for 15 minutes. I don't care what it is. Create a piece of content, maybe, something educational on Black art, whatever. I've created something that day, and then I move on. And and this is the final thing, I celebrate the small victories. I finish a sketch, yay. I completed a series, yay. I went to an art show, yay. I think you just need to be easy on yourself. Trying to do this hard grind, hustle is just, it's not always great for motivation. And sometimes it leads to art block. You don't want that. But if you're an artist watching this, just remember, motivation comes and it goes. But it's the commitment to your craft that will keep you going. Just keep showing up for your art. Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to see more Black art, just follow me. Okay? Follow me. I know the way.